All right, let's talk about Lululemon. For years, this brand was, well, it was invincible, right? They basically created a whole category of fashion. But now, the story is taking a really sharp, and for anyone invested, a very painful turn.
And this number, this one number, just says it all. We're talking a 56% drop year to date. I mean, that's not just a bad year. That's bad enough to make Lululemon the single worst performing stock on the entire S&P 500. Wow.
So the big question is, how on earth did this happen? How does a brand that's basically a byword for premium quality, a brand with a legit cult following, how do they end up here? How did the king of athleisure lose its crown so spectacularly? All right, let's get into it. And let me be clear, this isn't just a little blip on the radar. This is a full-blown, shocking reversal. I mean, think about it. The company that basically invented athleisure is now slashing its earnings guidance for the whole year. We're seeing huge double-digit stock drops, not once, not twice, but after its last 3 earnings reports. And maybe the most worrying part of all this, sales growth in their biggest market, the US, has just ground to a halt. So what's going on here? Well, it's not just one thing. It's really what you'd call a perfect storm. You've got some major internal mistakes clashing with some pretty powerful outside forces, and they all decided to hit at the exact same time. And you know what's really fascinating here? The honesty coming straight from the top. The CEO, Calvin McDonald, he's not trying to spin this. He's been incredibly blunt, basically saying, yep, we messed up. He's admitting that they got predictable and totally missed the boat on creating the next big thing.
And that really gets to the heart of their internal problem. The company is pretty much saying they got lazy. They just kept running the same old plays from their playbook, especially with their casual stuff. And what happens? The product lines get old, the designs start to feel stale, and guess who notices first? Yep, their most loyal customers, the ones who spend the most money.
Okay, so how are they going to fix this? Well, their plan is a pretty dramatic pivot. They're going from having about 23% new styles in their stores to a whopping 35% by next spring. That is a massive injection of newness, and the whole idea is to try and reignite that spark with their customers. But just as they're trying to fix their product issues, bam, an external bomb goes off. There was a sudden change in U.S. trade policy. You see, there was this thing called the de minimis exemption. It basically let small packages from overseas under $800 come in tax-free. Well, that's gone now. And for Lululemon, that's a massive blow. We're talking an estimated $240 million wiped off their gross profit in 2025, just from that one change. And it's not like Lululemon is fighting these battles in a vacuum. Nope. The very market they created is now a total Shark Tank. It's absolutely packed with fierce, trendy, and really aggressive competitors, and they are all fighting for a slice of that pie. And this really lays out the new competitive landscape perfectly. On one side, you've got Lululemon, right? The OG. People still love the quality, but they're saying the styles are getting predictable. Then you've got a brand like Alo Yoga, which is crushing it on the trendiness and fashion front, even if some folks say the quality isn't quite there for the long haul. And then there's Bori, kind of coming up fast, carving out this awesome niche by focusing on pure comfort and fresh styles. You know, the threat isn't just from other yoga pant companies. The whole world of fashion is shifting under their feet. That whole era of wearing tight, figure-hugging leggings for, well, everything, it's kind of fading. What's in now? Baggy clothes. Denim is making a huge comeback. And all of that is shifting the fashion winds away from Lululemon's core bread and butter product. But okay, just when it seems like the story is all doom and gloom, it takes a really sharp and honestly fascinating turn. All you have to do is look outside of North America. Just look at this contrast. It is absolutely wild. In the Americas, comparable sales are down 4%, but internationally, they are soaring, up a massive 15%. It's like we're looking at 2 totally different companies here. So yeah, this international business is the absolute engine of the company right now. We're talking net revenue surging 22% in Q2. And China has been a total rock star for them, with revenue up 25%. This right here, this is the entire bull case for the company. It's the whole argument that, hey, maybe global growth can actually save the day. Okay, so let's put it all together. You've got a struggling home market, you've got tons of competition, but you also have this booming international business. So what's the plan? Well, management has laid out a pretty clear 5-point strategy for a comeback.
So here's the roadmap. Number 1, acknowledge the problem and innovate the product. Bring in that newness we talked about. Number 2, double down on what's working. That means China. Number 3, keep expanding, but smartly, mostly overseas. Number 4 is a bit of a history lesson. They're reminding everyone, hey, we've bounced back from huge crashes before. And finally, number 5, they're capitalizing on the situation. They're pointing out that the stock is now the cheapest it has ever been, which kind of suggests the market has pretty much zero faith in a recovery.
So that's where we are. And it all boils down to this one huge question. Is Lululemon a brand that's been stretched too thin? Are the problems in its core US market just too deep to fix? Or is this a legendary brand now trading at a bargain price that's actually coiling up like a spring, just getting ready for its next big leap? The answer, whatever it is going to define the entire next chapter for the one-time king of athleisure.